All right, then. I'm in Ohio, and I couldn't be more excited about that. I've never been to Columbus, Ohio. It's a gorgeous...
Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a gorgeous evening in Columbus, Ohio. But what makes it the most special of all is I'd like to think I'm with friends. Yes, and friends who have given us, let's see, 21 minutes with 21 Pilots on Alt Nation.
Yeah.
Ping Pong Throwdown on Alt Nation with 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
Who could forget the piano session where you got stuck in the subway, but you got sandwiches in New York City? That was pretty rad with 21
Where
Pilots.
Where are these friends?
You guys, 21 Pilots.
Oh.
I mean, my point in all of this is that
say
time and again, really, work associates?
We've met, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
I think I know that guy.
Acquaintances,
Yeah,
maybe?
business.
Acquainti?
Acquainti. But this time my acquainti have let us come to their hometown.
Yes.
In a legendary theater, which we're kind of leaning up against like the cool guys that we are here in this alley backstage before the show. This is how it happens.
This is how we do interviews.
Yeah.
21 Pilots here in Columbus, Ohio. Can you tell me real quick about this building? What it means?
This is Newport Music Hall, and as a local band, this was kind of the promised land. You always tried to, what could you do to get on a bill to play at this venue? And first few times we played it, it was with 9 other bands on the bill. You had to, as a local band, you had to cram as many acts on there to try to fill the room. And, jockeying for position, the more tickets you sold, the later your slot was. So people would buy a ticket to go to your show, and they had no idea what time you went on.
Right.
You then had to post on your socials, Facebook at the time, what time it was that you went on. Because you went back to the venue, and everyone tallied up how many tickets they sold, and then that's when the set list was set. So,
what was your earliest set, 21 Pilots?
Oh, I mean, at first we would, we kind of ran into some cheaters. They would buy their own tickets.
Got it.
Does that make sense? You can just literally say, I had 100 tickets, and they're all gone. And
so you're paying for stage time.
Right. They're the last slot, so they get the best slot. But then what they don't realize is we actually did sell tickets, even though it was maybe like 40 or 50, and everyone would leave for the next people's set. But
they were the real people here.
Yeah, they were really there.
And home has always been so important to you guys. You got the Ohio hat on right now. The Takeover tour, in a way, even though you're touring all over the place, you're kind of keeping it local in a sense because you're playing. Give me the idea. Explain real quick the Takeover tour concept.
Well, it kind of began here in Columbus. 2017, we ended an album cycle here, and we called it Tour de Columbus, and we started out at a place called The Basement. It's like 200 cap, maybe. And then this was the second place we played, Newport. Then we did like a 6,000 outdoor, and then we did 2 arenas. And so it was kind of just, it was kind of hitting all the spots that we've grown up, and we like cut our teeth playing venues. And so we've kind of chosen a handful of cities where we feel that connection, and we've
also done that to those cities, but in a stretched out
right.
time.
Not in a concentrated dose of 21
Our first
Pilots.
time going to Denver or wherever, we would play the small room, and sometimes those rooms are right next to the larger rooms. And so before your show, you would always look over in the big room like, one day we're going to fill this.
Shout out to the Bluebird out there, right?
Yeah. So we would always, it kind of like, over the course of our career, we kind of accomplished that. And now what we're doing, we're going back and we're doing all those venues in 1 week. So we're going to take over a city for 1 week.
Take over a city. So if you're in Denver, I think is first up, and 21 Pilots is in your town for the entire week, and you're just off at your local acai place getting some a bowl, and you look over, boom, that can't be 21 Pilots. They wouldn't be here. Yeah, they're here. They're living there now.
Yeah.
Yes,
us.
absolutely.
I am eating acai there.
It's delicious, right? They're well known for their acai. It's the elevation.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good for
and the
elevation.
coconut.
That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, so, but that's not it. I mean, we're going to kick off the tour. You guys, I know you're going to fly over to my hometown of New York City. You got the VMAs this weekend.
Yep.
It seems like we've all been on a forced hiatus for a while. You guys way more productive than me. You put out, a pretty cool song to kick it off, but then also the record. And now it's go time. So it's almost like it's been built up to this moment, and there's just 21 Pilots all over the place. What are the emotions going into something like this? Is there still butterflies, anxiety a little bit? Leaving home now is different in life, right? Because of who's home, right? What are the feelings going into this?
Yeah, I mean, Josh and I we're in slightly different places in our life, so leaving home is it means a little bit more. You leave a little bit more of yourself there when you do go. I mean, thinking back to when we first started traveling around, we would, as much as we loved our families, we just left everything, and we knew that this was our sole focus. So not that we're distracted in any way, but it does have a heavier meaning. We want to get the most of the time, out of the time that we're gone. And so that kind of puts it all in perspective. But I think more than anything, being forced to not play music for over a year and a half, it's really, and after playing for 10 straight years, it really put it in perspective just how amazing live music can be, and how important it is to for our band specifically. It is ingrained into the makeup of it, who we are, and so we're glad that it's back.
Well, part of the makeup of who 21 Pilots is also right back to Columbus and the people of the city, and representing where you're from, and not going somewhere else because it's easier or more convenient or cooler, or bougie or chic. How important now is as you start your family, like, no, this is our home, and I want, what do you want to instill in your kids that you had growing up here, that sense of...
Yeah, man, that's a good question. I don't know. I think as Josh and I traveled around, I think if more people had the opportunity, and we've been so fortunate that we've been able to travel around and see all kinds of different cultures and countries and states, there's something about when that traveling happens at the right time in your life, it reminds you, and I don't know, I guess kind of activates this nostalgic, like, I just want to be home. Yeah. And so you become more romantic with your hometown when you are traveling around. And I think a lot of people, if they were able to experience that, then maybe they would have a little more love for where they came from. Because a lot of people just, especially playing locally, the goal was like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Sure. But you got to have those goals. You got to have, like, I want to play in the bigger stage. I want to go play in another city. I want to get a passport and get the stamps all up in it.
Yeah.